start to dry.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Simple Living. I'm Michelle Davenport, and today we are making flourless, vegan, double chocolate chip muffins. Try saying that about 3 times or maybe even once if you're me. All right, listen, that's what we're gonna be making today, and I'm so excited, and I believe you can eat this for breakfast because it has bananas in it. So there's your fruit. And it has cacao, chocolate cacao in it. So that's amazing antioxidants for you. And it has cinnamon, which is equally amazing for you. So if this is something you might be interested, join me over here because we're fixing to get cooking. And I'm fixing to make this recipe because I'm gonna have muffins today. Sometime today, I'm gonna have me a double chocolate chip muffin. Woohoo! Oh, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you doing? Subscribe, hit that bell. That'll notify you when I upload any new videos. So if you want to be notified, hit the bell. And if you like this kind of content, I usually do a lot of vegan cooking, decorating, designing, refinishing. Yeah, I do vertical hopes, biblical teachings as well. I have a whole playlist under vertical hope. It's all probably, I don't know, 10 to 15 minutes. Some are 5 minutes. They're just little teachings called vertical hope. So anyway, you might want to check that out. It's good for your soul. And then the food is also good for your body. So it's a well-rounded channel. All right, let's get to cooking. Hey, welcome to my kitchen. We are going to make flourless chocolate chip vegan muffins today, and it could not be any simpler. I got this recipe from my daughter and then decided to tweak it a little bit, and I think she got it off TikTok. So anyway, but now I'm making it my own, and I always advise you guys to do the same. So I'm gonna stay to the basic recipe, but then I'll add. So you're gonna start out with 3 ripe bananas, and you're gonna mash them. Okay. Honestly, my bananas could have been a little bit more riper, but that's all right. We're gonna go with it because I want to make this recipe. Okay, so you're gonna mash them all up. It only takes 1 bowl too. You don't need a blender, mixer, anything. You just need a spoon and masher. You can use a fork, but this works good for me. Okay, and then to the 3 ripe mashed bananas, you're gonna add 1 cup of peanut butter. I added a 1/2 cup of almond butter and a 1/2 cup of peanut butter, but you do you. Or you can use any kind of butter, cashew butter, almond butter, peanut butter, you know, anything. You wanna give this a mix. Just give it a little stir. No flour. Woo-hoo. All right. And this recipe is also gluten-free, the way I'm making it. Okay, you give that a good whirl. You want to go ahead and add in 2 eggs. I don't know if y'all know this, but Just Eggs is a vegan product. I don't know, Just Eggs, but anyway, it's no eggs. It should be called no eggs. But anyway, give it a good shake. 3 tablespoons equals 1 egg. And this is what I used all during my holiday baking. It's what I used for my baking. It's what I used to make my grandma's rolls, which call for a couple of eggs. I have been using this in replacement of any eggs. And it's not bad for you. There's so many reviews out there. Go ahead and read about them or watch them on YouTube. You'll find out it is not bad at all for you. Zero cholesterol whatsoever. None. No saturated fats, no trans fats. Sodium is 160. That's a little high, but that's okay. Protein, 5 grams of protein. Anyway, the ingredients there's a list, but you know, like I said, go out there and do your own review. study it, see what you think of it, but I absolutely love it. There we go. All right, let's keep moving. I gotta stay focused here. So 6 tablespoons equals 2 eggs. So if you're not making this vegan, then you just put 2 eggs in here. All right, good to go. That's that. I can't brag about this product enough. It's amazing. Get yourself some. I find mine at Whole Foods, but I think it's at Sprouts. I think it might even be at Walmart. Anyway, you're gonna add your egg, and then you're gonna add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Want to use the best vanilla you have. I like to make my own. It takes about 3 or 4 months to actually get it going where you can use it. But once you made your own, then you can just keep adding, you know, whatever you're using. I'm using vodka and mascar vanilla beans, I believe. But anyway, 1 teaspoon. I never measure this because I don't mind a little extra vanilla. Okay, after you do that, you're also going to add 1/4 cup of sweetener of your choice. I'm using maple syrup, but you can also use honey or agave, whatever you have. And this is aged, this is bourbon aged maple syrup. Barrel aged, I believe. Okay, and we're going to give this a stir. This recipe is simply stirring. It's stirring and throwing things in this bowl. This is what this recipe is. Nothing more. So don't make a big deal out of it. It ain't. You can whip these up. This would be a great recipe to do to your children, you know? You can let them just pour all the ingredients in, let one stir, then let the other. Because you got to stir in between the ingredients, you know. First you add your bananas and your peanut butter, stir. Then you add your 2 egg replacers and vanilla and maple syrup, stir. Then we're gonna add our cocoa powder and our baking soda, stir. So if you have 2 children, they can go back and forth. Okay, now we're going to add our 1/4 cup, and I'm using cacao. It's just got so many good benefits for you, and that's my choice to use. Just give this a stir. And then 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Before I add the baking soda, I'm gonna go ahead and add the 2 ingredients extra that I wanna add into this. I know chocolate and cinnamon taste fantastic, or you can do espresso. Do a teaspoon of espresso powder in this, or add literally some espresso. Make some espresso, let it cool off a bit. Especially if you're using eggs, so you don't cook your eggs. Throw it in there, but today I'm doing cinnamon chocolate, so I am just gonna do maybe, a little more than a teaspoon. And cinnamon is a great antioxidant. I'm gonna stir that. And then I'm adding in, because I can, and this is my cooking show, I'm adding in some walnuts, and they've got some good omega-3s. Now we're going to add in the 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And we're going to put them in this pan right here, right there. And we're going to top them off with these Enjoy Life vegan, gluten-free chocolate chips. All right, let me get my baking soda, because that's where the magic's going to happen. It's going to help the muffins rise. And that's it, y'all. That's it. Easy peasy. One teaspoon. Most of this stuff you'd think you'd have on hand, most of you. If not, hey, it's worth a trip to the store. I tasted them at my daughter's without all this other stuff that I'm adding to it, and they were really good. And I believe you can eat these for breakfast, in my opinion, because of all the antioxidants in there. You got your bananas, So there's your fruit. Man, my God, it's gluten-free. Woohoo. All right, let me get me a scoop. Can I taste it? Well, sure, I can. Oh my gosh, y'all. Oh, yes. Yes. Me and my husband are the only one that are eating this, so it's okay that I did that. Okay. Now, I'll move this over here so you can see what's happening. We're gonna scoop this out the best we can into these muffin. I think we'll get 12. We'll see. We'll see.
I've been trying for so long, looking for someone who wants me to. I've heard every cliche there is, and none of them makes sense.
I'm gonna add the chocolate chips on top. And you know what? You might want to add 2 or 3. You might want to add a tablespoon, or however, you do you. Don't matter how many ever you want to add. I'm gonna get that off because that'll burn. And I don't want that. These come out. I don't want to have any extra cleanup time. These are baby. I don't know if you can see how little these these chocolate chips are, but they're little bitty. So I guess they're so little that I could just add more. I personally like to have a bite with a chocolate chip in every bite, so I'm all right. Oh, goodness gracious. My Lord. My Lord, help me, Jesus. I'm getting so excited, my hands are shaking. I've lost some chocolate chips underneath there. Okay, you're gonna bake at 350 for about 18 to 20 minutes, and then you're gonna have some delicious, flourless, eggless, gluten-free, double chocolate chip muffins. Wow, that's not a mouthful. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, a lot of my family tease me about being extra. So I'm extra a lot. So I'm extra when I go to get a coffee, I want extra syrup. If I go out to eat, I might want extra dressing. Whatever. I'm just extra. And so I put extra chocolate chips on these, and it kind of sunk the center. So how many of you appreciate right now that I'm just going to be totally honest with you? And instead of faking this, I'm going to show you that I made a mistake putting way too many chocolate chips on top, and so it sunk the center of it. But how many of you are going to appreciate that I found a solution? All right. So I'm going to put little mini marshmallows in the center of these double chocolate muffins with chocolate chips extra on top, and I'm gonna toast these marshmallows just like that. And I'm gonna come up with my own recipe right now. So I've made this my own, one by adding the walnuts and the cinnamon, which also may contribute to the sinking in the middle. But I'm also making these my own, and I didn't use eggs, I used just eggs, and they always work in my recipes. I am sure it's being top heavy with all those marshmallows, with all those chocolate chips that, cause the damage to the center of these. But I know that if you like toasted marshmallows and you like chocolate and walnuts and cinnamon, you're gonna love these muffins. And I'm fixing to try one as soon as they cool off a tad for you. And I'll be honest, if it ain't good, I'll tell you it ain't good. I'm just gonna still post this recipe because you don't have to put those marshmallows in. And I've already tasted a little bit of the muffin without the marshmallows, and it's really good. It just didn't look good. So I wanted it to look good for you. Okay, as promised, I'm on camera trying these muffins that actually I really end up making these my very own because the center of them sunk. And some of you great bakers out there can tell me the problem, but I'm thinking I added too many chocolate chips on top and it made it heavy inside and just, it wouldn't rise. Because I did not forget my baking soda, 1 teaspoon. So I'm not sure, but anyway, let me unwrap it. All right. All right, let me just see if I can just get this in my mouth for you. I'm trying to get the middle where I can taste the roasted, toasted marshmallows. Okay. This ain't gonna be graceful. Ooh, that roasted, that marshmallow melted. I don't know if you can see this, but wow, okay. Wait a minute. Okay, y'all, this is the way they're supposed to be made. I'm not just saying that. This is delicious. That toasted marshmallow, now I just have mini marshmallows. Sorry, I'm just sticking my hands in my face. I only have mini marshmallows on hand right now. So if you just have big ones on hand, you could just tear them apart and put them in the center. But oh my gosh, I mean, if yours doesn't do this, then so be it. But if you want to add the marshmallows, just get a little top heavy with those chocolate chips and it'll sink in the middle. And you can just, oh, you know what, y'all? Oh my gosh. You know what you can do? You can put a dab of whipped cream in there. Now listen, they're not probably for breakfast, are these. but you could put some jam. There would bring it back to the breakfast land. You could put some jam in there. You could put, oh my gosh, you could you could slap some bananas on in there. You could serve this for dessert and act like you meant to make that hole in that, in that muffin and put a scoop of ice cream in there with some Hershey's chocolate to keep it vegan. Gosh, y'all, I just feel like I just made up a whole new recipe. I mean, I almost could make a whole new cookbook out of just this one recipe. So this is, I don't consider this a fail. And listen, many of you in the kitchen, something like this happens, and I bet if you, especially if you're a YouTuber and you're a creator and you're making and you do this for a living and you're making a product and it turns out like this, you might have scrapped it and said, yeah, I'm starting over. And you wanted to perfect that recipe. Now, I do not blame you for wanting to perfect a recipe. I get you, okay? I got you, I understand, because I'm a creator too. But sometimes we should show the viewers how to fix a mistake. Like if it didn't turn out that pretty, it didn't turn out exactly the way your daughters did. We can also encourage them to work with what they got and it could turn out to be something delicious, because I'm telling you what, listen, I'm fixing to make another video on a chickpea salad, but I'm having a dessert first because, listen y'all, this marshmallow chocolate, double chocolate chip muffin, yeah, that's where it's at. I don't think you understand. I hate to say this, but this is better. This is so good. It is a dessert, but on a healthier side. Well, as always, stop. Stop. As always, stop. As always, thank you for stopping by Simple Living, and I appreciate it. And listen, y'all, you see me put my glasses back on, keep on doing this. I'm so sorry, that's annoying. But let me tell you what happened. The mandate for masks, not that I'm disagreeing with it, but during that whole time, and I still believe we're still in it, I don't get out much, my glasses, it stretched my glasses out, and you literally have to make an appointment. You can't just walk in and have them do it. You have to make an appointment, then they come out and take your temperature. It's a whole deal. And so now my glasses are so loose that I feel like they're falling off. Just talking, I feel like they fall off my nose. So that's why I keep sticking my hand in front of my face and putting my glasses back on. Anyway, I need to stay focused. Thank you for stopping by Simple Living. thank you for sharing this recipe. Although some could consider this an epic fail, I believe it was a success story because I found a new recipe for the basic method of making it. And I will try some jam. I've got some more on my stove over here, cooling off. When they cool off, I'm gonna put some raspberry jam. I'll try to remember to leave it somewhere in here that if that tastes good as well. Strawberry jam would be equally as good. And, oh my gosh, y'all. Oh my gosh, let me just tell you this. Trader Joe's has a banana butter, like a banana jam. And they have this thing called organic banana fruit spread. I'm putting that in there. Because remember, it started out the recipe with 3 ripe bananas. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'll let you know up here if it turned out, which one I like better. I think I'm gonna like the marshmallows better. It's almost like a s'more that I'm eating without the graham cracker. All right, God bless you. Thanks for stopping by Simple Living.
I'm so tired of you. I'm so tired of love songs. Sick and tired of love songs. Even when my teardrops start to dry,